Well, hi guys, Mark here. We're here today at Poole Moto here in the south of England, and today we're going to be looking at the all new Lexmoto Rss 125 Scrambler. Stay tuned and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Well, hi guys, Mark here. Today we're going to be looking at the new Lexmoto Rss 125 Scrambler. And as always, many thanks to Poole Moto for lending me this bike today. So we just run through all the specifications, go for a little test ride, then finish off with the final thoughts at the end. So price on these coming in at a very reasonable £2,599. So the engine on this, 124cc liquid cooled single cylinder 4-stroke, producing a healthy 14 horsepower at 9,000 rpm, and torque is 11 newton meters at 8,600 rpm. Initial sort of like looking over the bike, build quality looks pretty decent for a Chinese bike. So it's quite a tall seat height on this, being a Scrambler style bike. It's coming in at around about 840mm. It's a very comfortable seat, nicely padded. Just take a look at me on the bike as a reference. I'm 5'7" tall, 170 centimeters, but I have a 30-inch inside leg. I can only get the balls of my feet down, so do bear that in mind if you're going to buy one of these. It's quite a tall machine. We've got good dual purpose tyres on these by CST. It's got a 110 on the front and a 140 on the rear. And these are 17-inch wheels. Weight on this, 163 kilograms wet weight. Got a 14.5 litre fuel tank. And these bikes are going to be giving at least about 90 to the gallon. So you're going to get a range of, I would say, well over 200 miles out of this. 6-speed gearbox, very smooth shifting. Got a 5-inch colour TFT. We'll look into that a bit more later on, but that's very nice. Lots of information there. So it's coming with LEDs all round, which is a nice touch. You also get crash bars, crash bungs. Nice thing with this is you've got ABS as standard, not the sort of combined braking system, so that's a good touch as well. So braking, we have a single disc on the front with a 2-piston sliding caliper, providing more than adequate stopping power. And on the rear we have a single disc with a single piston sliding caliper as well. Top speed is going to be around about 65 to 70 miles an hour, depending on conditions, around about 110 kilometers an hour. Okay guys, let's do the test ride. Lexmoto Rss 125 Scrambler. Let's try this out. So off the side stand, it's quite light, that's nice. So this is a tall machine. A lot of these Scrambler style bikes are quite tall. I'm not flat footed, I'm 5'7" with a 30-inch inside leg, but the bike's nice and light, easy to handle, so it's no problems. decent side stand, that's nice. So just run through all the controls here. We have a cable operated clutch, your headlight flasher, high and low beam, hazards, turn indicators, your horn, that's your menu set button, engine kill switch and engine start. So nice little TFT there, lots of information. Got the clock, temperature gauge, fuel gauge, rev counter, miles an hour. You got all your trips, odometer, gear position, and this is Bluetooth as well. So basically you hold that button there and it goes into all the sort of settings and the servicing and all that. So really nice dash that. Start her up. It's got a really nice little sort of burble to it, a nice little 125 single brap. So yeah, sounds really good. Okay, let's try this out then. So nice light clutch, easily into first, and away we go. Out on the open road on the Lexmoto Rss 125 Scrambler. I've been on this bike for about half an hour so far. I must admit, first impressions, very good. The engine is superb, very smooth, right up there, you know, with its 14 horsepower, so it's very keen. It will easily do sort of 55, 60. Just a bit icy down here. So mirrors, very good, all in keeping with the bike, no vibrations there. Must admit, I really do like this little TFT. There's lots of information there. You've got your gears, revs, speedo, temperature gauge, fuel gauge. It's Bluetooth as well, so you can pair it to your phone. So we're just going up a bit of a hill here. It's pulling very well. So the good thing with the sort of 14 horsepower water-cooled engines as opposed to the 10 horsepower air-cooled, they're generally much smoother and a little bit peppier. You know, they will do 55, 60 no problem, whereas the 10 horsepower ones are a little bit struggling around 50. So engines absolutely great on this, very smooth, superb. Riding position very upright as you'd expect with a Scrambler style. It's quite a tall bike, this one, so do bear that in mind. You might want to take a look at the other RSS 125 road version if you want something a bit lower, but the ride quality is very good. The forks at the front are very supple, well damped, good over the bumps. The rear end is quite firm, but still fine, a little bit sporty. There's a lot of preload adjustment on the rear shock, so you could back that off a bit if you wanted it a little bit more, a little bit softer. So we just try the brakes out, front and rear. Obviously new bike bedding in, but that's all good, absolutely no problems there, and very smooth braking power. So third gear now, just winding it out, 5 and 6,000 into fourth. So it's a very keen engine, so it's a decent performer. Bike's got a nice weight to it, around about 160 kilos. Feels nice and stable, but still light enough to have fun. Just keep this serviced regularly, look after it, and you won't have any problems with it at all. Check the oil, check your tyres, chain adjustment, all that sort of good stuff. You're going to get 200-mile tank range out of this, but all in all, riding it, it's a very nice little bike. Makes a good sound out of the exhaust. Okay, so what's the RSS Scrambler like in a town environment? Because a lot of these are going to be used for work, commuting, that sort of thing. So we're currently in fourth gear, about 5,000 revs, just pootling along about 30 mile an hour. That's really nice. I mean, the throttle response is very mellow, it's not snatchy, got none of that nasty surging or hunting. The fuel injection feels spot on. Very tall machine this, so you got a great kind of commanding view. Got nice wide bars, so good for the control. Just slow it down a bit to third and just open it up, so it pulls quite keenly from low down. Into fifth, even in fifth it's happy. But the most impressive thing for me about this little engine is it's so smooth, really good. You know, there's none of that nasty vibrations. It's going to give you pins and needles, and it's a perky little engine, decent performance. You know, it will hold its own on A roads with other traffic, so all good. So we're just feathering the clutch now, first into second, all very slick and easy, makes a great little noise. Doesn't feel heavy, it's nice and easy to maneuver. All the switchgear indicators is nice and tactile. So there you go, guys. Lexmoto 125 Scrambler is really good at the low speeds. All the controls are very nice and easily laid out. Plenty of leg room if you were a taller guy, say you were 6 foot plus. Let's drop it down to 4th gear now, into 5th. Clutch and gearbox are all very light, and they'll only get better as the bike runs in more. So it's holding its own at this hill pretty well. So far I like the riding position on this bike, I like the way it looks. Performance is very keen, as is the price. You know, 2,599, you can't go wrong with that. So we'll stop in a minute up here and have a little look around at the build quality and that. But it's good fun round the bends. These dual purpose tyres, you can take this off-road on light tracks and trails, so that's a good point of this bike. Back brake's good on its own. Just going down the gearbox now. All very slick and easy. Does sound good. There you go, guys. Right, easily into neutral. Give you a little look at that nice little TFT. I'll just leave the engine running for a bit, just have a look at the lights, just give you a little sound check. Very nice, not too loud, so you're not going to annoy the neighbours. Oh, that's a nice touch, not seen that before. So there's your LEDs. Just flick it onto high beam. No doubt they'll be good at night. Great. So what's she like to push around? So, oh, very decent steering lock, so that's good. If you need to push it around your garage, easy to push about. Very good. Right, let's take a good detailed look at this now. So there you go. This is sort of a styling, Scrambler style, if that's your sort of thing. I personally really like these sort of Scrambler style bikes. So nice, it's got LEDs all round, going to have good lighting performance at night. Nice front suspension, quite long travel if you were to go off-road a bit with it. Nice and compliant there. Braking's absolutely fine. ABS is nice as standard. These tyres are used on quite a lot of other bikes. They're by CST. They're a very popular tyre. Good performance, those tyres. That engine is very smooth. It's very perky. So 5 stars for that little engine. No problems there at all. Very good. Clutch and gearbox, smooth, light and positive. Nice that it comes with the crash bungs as well. Quite a nice styled exhaust. Upswept. So even got like a banana styled swing arm, which is quite stylish, quite beefy in there. There's a ton of preload already screwed onto that, so you could back that off quite a bit to make the rear end softer and to squidge down a bit more for maybe, you know, to lower the seat height a little bit maybe. Under the seat there's no storage, you just got the battery under there. 6-speed, chain driven. There's your coolant level there, keep a check on that. But overall, the build quality on it looks good. I quite like the matte finish. So there you are, guys. Lexmoto Rss 125 Scrambler. Please post your comments down below. Let me know if you're thinking about getting one of these, or you might already have one. I think they are quite a new bike, they haven't been out long. So please give me a like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you again in a week or so for another two-wheeled review. Ride safe, guys, all the best, and bye for now.